Well, this is really frustrating. I just found another cave, but I can't get down in it, and I don't think I'll be able to dig it out enough. It's down between these two limestone walls, about 10 feet thick, and it's just not quite wide enough to get down. But let me show you in the with the flashlight what I'm talking about. Yeah, it might widen out that way, but it's going to take a lot of digging, if it even does. You can see the wall here, That's a loose rock. I can't really get it with the shovel I have. And those are loose right there. But if you look down in there, I can see a good 15 feet down. The wall on that side looks like it's probably 10 feet. And the wall on this side looks like it stops right there, right at the very edge. So I'm going to do a little zoom for you, see if you can see. You can see there's a leaf in the bottom way down there. I don't know if it's going to widen out going this way. We might be able to dig that way another couple feet, and maybe we could slip down in there, but I have my doubts. We'll come back another day maybe though and try to move that rock, see what we can see, but I need a skinnier shovel. So I made it over to where I thought there might be a home site. There's a lot of junk in the woods, and I just dug my first coin of the day. It is a buffalo nickel. Can you see the buffalo? And the Indian on the front. I'll try to clean it up and get a date off of it. It's pretty worn though. Not quite as old as I hope for this area, but the stuff I'm looking at is like there's a lawnmower right there. So it looks like either 1921 or maybe a 27. You can probably see it better than I can. So that's a buffalo nickel. I turned it over so you can see the buffalo. That's pretty cool. I don't find too many of those. Well, I've been hiking. I finally made it back to that foundation that I found. Well, what I thought might be a foundation because there's bricks in it a few weeks ago. I'll show it to you in a minute, but this is the area where there's a well. Remember the well? It was only about 10 feet deep, but the well's right down over the hill in that little hollow right there. And we had walked up here when we were looking for antlers and caves one day. Hopefully you've seen the video by now. And I found this big rock pile. And I always look at rock piles and there were bricks on it. But I suspect this is part of a foundation to an old house. At least that's what I thought. Now when we were here before, we didn't have the metal detector, so there was no way to really check. But let's look at these bricks. You see there's a pile of bricks here. Those are pretty old. Some more mixed in. Lots of rocks, kind of unusual for this area. Yeah, see, look, there's bricks here too. Definitely. I mean, there are a lot of rocks here, but they're, you know, it's unusual to find them just like a pile of loose ones right on top of a knoll. And of course, with the bricks mixed in, that's really good. I think I even showed you this bone in the other video. And like I said, hopefully you've already seen it. If not, it's coming up. I get out of order with my stuff. But anyway, today I brought a metal detector. Got the Garrett AT Pro with a Z-Link wireless system that's in my pocket. And I just got here. It's kind of late in the day, unfortunately. I don't have a lot of time, but we have plenty of time to dig for a while. I don't have to be home till dark. Got a big hole over here. This is my very first target that I dug, and I want to show it to you. And show you where I think we're in a good spot that is at least a house site. And I apologize for such a big hole, but if you look here, I'm digging up bone. That's actually animal bone right there. And this is my first target right there. Do you know what that is? Looks like a belt buckle, but it isn't. This is the bowl to a pewter spoon that's been flattened. It would have come out like this, and there would have been a handle out here. But they flattened it down for some reason. But that's pewter, so that would date to, you know, late 1700s, early to mid 1800s. Yeah, that's bone for sure right there. There's little pieces of bone in this hole. And there's a lot of signals, a lot of iron signals right in this area. So I came across the other side, didn't get much, but right in here there seems to be a lot. So we'll turn the machine back on, and if we get any good signals, I'll show them to you. Right there. Okay, let's get to it before we have to leave. We don't have much time. I know I always say that, but it actually took me a while to find this. I got turned around cattywampus and came in the back way. Alright, let's get to it. Figure I might as well show you my settings. Again, I like the Pro mode. This is the AT Pro. I usually use the AT Gold. They're pretty similar, but yeah, Pro mode 0. I got discrimination on about 15. Now I want you to listen to all of this iron in here. Hear it beeping? That might be good. That's where I dug the spoon. I see some brick there too, look. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and just take the headphones off so you guys can hear it better, because I know it's hard to hear through here. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. And we'll find some stuff. I hope. That's where I dug this spoon bowl over there by my jacket. I got a little signal here. It's kind of a squeaker. It's a lot of iron, but let's go ahead and dig this thing up. I want to be a little bit careful, because what's that? Is that it? I don't want to hit it with a shovel. I'll try to pinpoint her now. Yeah, right there. Might be able to just grab it. I hope. Is that it? Oop. Probably would be good to have a trowel instead of using my fingertips. Yeah, it's right there. I'm gonna get the shovel and try to pry up on it just a little bit. Well, it looks like it's a horseshoe, or at least a broken one. Hey, found a lot of those. See, there's some bricks on that pile of rocks right there too, so. Alright, I'm gonna throw this over by my jacket right there. Try not to hit it. We'll check the hole, but I think that's all it was. So I got this big iron signal here and I dug it up. And there's a deep layer of bone and ash and pieces of brick and stuff right here. And it's loaded with iron, so nails and things. I'm thinking this might, well, this is either the dump area for the house, or might be actually right where the house sat, which is very exciting because there's so much iron. So what I'm going to do is dig this out. This is the piece of iron I was after. It's like the top to a stove. It's broken up. You can see all the bricks. I'm pulling bricks out of here, and there's bone, all kinds of chunks of bone. All this white stuff here, that's what that is. And got a decent signal right in here. I'll get the shovel and we'll work on it. Problem is I got that big loop today, and I should have that little 5x8 for this. So what we'll do is we're going to dig around in here, maybe surface hunt just a little bit more. I'm definitely going to come back here with a smaller loop. Maybe bring a golden, AT golden here next time. Just another piece of that lid to a, looks like probably a lid to a stove. But there's still a bunch of bone and stuff in there. That's what that is. And a lot of stuff. Just nothing really good yet. Let's surface hunt a little bit more. When I catch my breath, I'll come back here and we'll dig around a little bit more. But I know this is going to be worth coming back to. I'm going to run this across here just so you guys can hear how much iron's in here. I think we have a little signal here that's worth digging. There's tons of iron. I'm right back to where my jacket was, and that's where all the iron was there. And that's that hole we're digging out that we're going to come back to in a minute. But there's a signal here that I think it's probably non-ferrous. I hope anyway. Dug enough horseshoes. Kind of pulling the dirt down might have helped there. Alright, hopefully that got it. Let's see. Nah. Sounds big, doesn't it? Probably iron, probably another horseshoe. Found a lot of horseshoes today. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, look at the pinpoint art on this one. It's a lot bigger than it should be. Like, too big for a coin, I think. It's right there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera off and pull that out of there. I figure it's just a big piece of iron. Well, we're right about the iron. Not sure what it is even. I guess it's part of a wagon. I guess it's old though. It's got a piece of bone stuck in it. Alright. I'll throw it up there by my stuff. Oh, that was a good camera. Should have done that. Look in the hole though. There's all kinds of pottery still. Ceramics. I'll check it with a metal detector before we cover it. Oh, looky. Oh, look. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty, isn't it? There's a bunch of it in there. Hope I didn't break it. No, I didn't break it. I should have my gloves on, shouldn't I? Yeah, we need to come back here and dig around with the smaller coil and some gloves. I don't think I have any gloves with me today. I'll check that hole. Ah, looky. Ah, man. I get the feeling this has probably been hunted before because there's not enough good targets like on the surface. There should be more buttons and stuff. But, you know, with the things that we're digging that are down deeper like that, that tells me there's still stuff here. We're just going to have to dig around and scratch for it a little bit. But I just, you know, I mean, how can you not love digging stuff like that? Because you know there's probably coins mixed in with it too. Alright, let's get back to it. So this pile of rocks here I think is definitely the chimney stack. If you look here, you can see this straight line going across of the stones that are set, and it's kind of like a rectangular box here. So there's probably a giant stone chimney right here. So either the house went that way or it went this way. But this is the fireplace we're looking at. What, you know, the chimney in the fireplace. It's been dug though, because there's just not enough good signals. I mean, there's a lot of nails and chunks of iron, but just, you know, there's no buttons or, you know, pieces of spoon. You get into one of these places that hasn't been hunted, and you'll find, you know, 10 or 20 coins, a lot of pewter spoons, lots of buttons, you know, dozens of buttons, but there's just not anything like that here. So, but the iron's here and the pottery's here, so I know that this place, this house had some money, at least to have that kind of pottery, because that's, or the dishes with the scalloped edges, like, because that's not cheap. That wasn't cheap back in the day. I think where my gear is, where we're digging all that stuff over there, is probably where they threw the trash. So that would be good to go through too. We'll look around here some more. I'm not done yet. Are you? Well, I think I'm officially finished with this home site. I dug around over here in the what I think is the trash area, and there's just no good signals, just nails and stuff. That's the chimney pile right there. I found very little up around there. In fact, this is all I found at this place today. That's it. Got one spoon, bolt to a spoon. And this is you know, probably off some type of harness deal. Half a horseshoe. I've seen these. I'm not exactly sure what it is. A lot of pottery in here, but that's about it. The well is right down at the bottom, that little 10 foot well. I guess there's another foundation on the other side, because we looked at that too. Well, it wasn't a foundation. It looked like a small rock pile. Might have been a smaller chimney pile, but I'm done with this spot. We're going to move on. Next stop is going to be caving tomorrow with the wife, and then we're going to go bottle hunting after that. So, well, the next day for me. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging around. I might add a little bonus footage on the end of this. So if you see more than 30 seconds right now, there's some bonus footage. We'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Well, here's a little bit of bonage. Here's a little bit of bonus footage for you. I just found the skull, and it's a canine. Look at those teeth. I don't know if that's a dog or a coyote or a polar bear. I guess I should look and see if his collar's down there. Best find of the day.